Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your March 2022 reading. Spirit, let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. See what's happening for the month of March. Well, that's two major arcanas. Interesting. Huh. Okay. I like it so far. So, let's talk about the cards you got. First up, we have the Star. Then we have the Emperor. And last but not least, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, first glance, here's what I'm getting. With the Star, I'm seeing something, and this is, the first thing I'm getting is this is a commitment of some sort. It's a very long-term thing in your life where it's something that you've really wanted. It could be a dream. It could be like, the ultimate relationship, the ultimate house, the ultimate job, the ultimate life, the ultimate spirituality, whatever. That's what I'm getting with the Star. And when we move into the Emperor energy, that's you like really embracing it, like taking the bull by the horns and either doing it or leveling up. And the outcome that I'm getting from this with this Knight of Cups is like, it's being in the mindset and like right in your heart, knowing that, okay, this path that I have set, this thing that I am doing feels right. And I know that I can take this further. I know that I can endure. I know that I can keep this as a long-term thing, which is what the Star can represent sometimes. And that's what I'm feeling here. Okay. Oh, I like it. This is pretty cool. So of course we are going to clarify with some oracle cards, Spirit, because that's what we do here. That is what we do, kids. So yeah, let's see. We got a couple cards to get, Spirit. So while I'm shuffling, anything you want to talk about? What's going on, Cancer? What's going on with you, Spirit? Obviously you're working on some stuff. Like this is real. I'm gonna go back to the cards anyway, Spirit. It's like yeah, and I'm looking at the cards as they're coming up. It's holy shit. Whatever this is, like it's big, Spirit. I'm liking the energy around this too. Oh, that's a good one. Holy crap-a-moly. Okay, I think you've got some really good shit coming up here. Hang on. One more card, Spirit, and then we shall talk. We shall discuss. Oh, okay. That's interesting. All right, let's take a look at what's come out here. Okay, first we're going to talk about the Star. The two cards that came out, the first one is light. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. How beautiful is that, right? The second card is the Raven, magic, coincidence, and synchronistic events. Whatever this is, this Star thing, okay, whatever this is, it is something that is like divinely orchestrated. This came up because it's something, yes, that you've probably always wanted, and something just came to me, so I'll tell you about this in a second. It's either something you've always wanted, but you may not have known how good a path it was for you. And so the universe is now pushing you this way. So any people, resources, connections, whatever that were coming up to you, we're talking very recent past. And this can flow into the now as well if it hasn't happened. Any of that stuff, there's no coincidence. I always say that anyway. There's no such thing as coincidence. There's only synchronicities. And the universe is putting this stuff in your path for a reason so that you can further shine your light. This is something that really will benefit you and others in the long run should you go down this path, should you continue down. This is what I'm feeling. So what I was going to say is, like, it may be something that you never really realized or thought could really be a good path for you. So I remember, like, over the years, there's one thing that used to keep coming back to me for a career option that I would just think about, right? And this this started when I was probably like 20 or early 20s. It was like, I should look into becoming a real estate agent. Okay. And that was a theme that kept coming through my life over and over and over. I never did, right? I looked into the courses and all that kind of stuff, but it just never gelled for me, okay? It would be that kind of thing, but for you, it actually does come to fruition, okay? So if that kind of energy resonates with you right now, double down for you, like in this reading, okay? It's speaking to you. Another example is, I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be a hairdresser. And back in the day, where I'm from anyway, in Canada, like the area I lived in, just outside Toronto, how it worked was, when you were in grade school, like, you know, you get to like close to high school, right? So the year before, you have to think about, you know, what kind of courses do you want to take and everything. Well, like in the schools that were my options, it's like you couldn't just go to be like a hairdresser wherever. You had to go to a vocational school. You couldn't take it in high school. But because I was a gifted kid, it was like they just pushed me to high school with the highest level academia to take all of those courses, thinking that I would eventually go to university, right? I was a poor kid and didn't know any better and thought, well, there's no way I'm doing that, but I would just like to be a hairdresser. But you know, no, they push you to academia. So it may be something that you've always wanted to do that people held you back from. And the hairdresser thing has just come up again recently. It's like, I think if I wasn't doing this for a living now because I was an accountant, sorry, I know this is a really long story, but if any of this is resonating, then this is really for you. I was an accountant, and now I'm like, back to the dream, like the goal when I was like a teenager or in my early 20s, the other thing of hairdressing, I would probably go back and train to be a hairdresser. So how weird is that, right? The things that come up in life, these are not coincidences. Again, I'm saying these two things have not materialized for me yet. You never know, it could happen. But if this is speaking to you, then this reading, absolutely pay attention. Okay, so enough about that. We're going to talk now about these synchronistic events and these things coming up. I'm pushing you now into this Emperor energy, okay? The two cards that came out for that, we have Peaceful Warrior. Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace, is the affirmation in this card. So hang on, let me just read the other one, and then we'll talk about this. The Blue Flame is the next card. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Okay, this is go time, all right? And because it's an Emperor card, this is the Emperor. To me, that's the embodiment of all four of the kings in the tarot. You got it all. You are like, you're an emperor. You're ruling the kingdom, man. You're ruling many kingdoms probably. So to get into this energy, which means so you've really leveled up, okay? So all of these things have been put you in place to be the emperor. Here's the thing. You're gonna have bumps along the way, right? You're gonna have bumps along the way as you move towards this, the integration time, okay? So activation and integration is, you're there, you flip the switch. But because it says Peaceful Warrior, this is be firm and stand your ground, but, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Negotiate, don't fight, right? It's that kind of energy, and that, I think, is what's going to take you far. So any of the resources, especially people that you're introduced to or just have been, especially around this time, this is what's going to get you to the longevity of the Knight of Cups, anchoring in that star energy. Under the Knight of Cups, the cards that came out are surprise. Look for the unexpected today. So that's cool. I kind of like that card. But then the other card that came out with it was boundaries. So as you are, you know, anchoring in your commitment, okay, to whatever this is, I think that the surprise part, I'm getting twofold. The surprise, I think you're going to find that as you decide to commit, this is going, like, You're going to surprise yourself about how committed you are to this and how happy you are to move forward with whatever this is. The other thing is, the surprise part is you having to hold some boundaries. Maybe it's certain people, maybe it's only certain situations, but I think you learn how to put those boundaries in place and maintain them and hold them and stick to them because of that peaceful warrior energy. This is some really cool shit. I am loving this for you so much. Seriously, this is really good. Okay, so what do we want to drill down on? Do you want to drill down on your Emperor stuff or your Knight of Cups? I don't know. Why is it with the readings this month? Normally I can go, yeah, we're going to drill down on this. And this month I'm having a hard time. I just want to read it all. All right. So do we want to do, yeah, let's look at the Emperor. So what is this all about? Let's get our cards. Spirit. So I'm going to clarify. I'm going to drill down even more with Oracle, and then I'll probably clarify with Tarot. Spirit. Because that's what I do. That's what I do here. Oh. Spirit. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Check this out. Yeah, I think you're really going to have to be standing your ground. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards and then we're going to talk. The first card up is fear. The next card is karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. And then we have answers. All of this together, all these three cards together, I'm not even reading them separately. This whole message is, so this is under this peaceful warrior card. So remember I was saying, you know, you're going to have to, I don't want to use the word fight, but you're going to have maybe some conflict or whatever, right? Conflict. There's going to be a situation, a person or whatever, where there's something you're going to have to work on and figure out. That's what the Emperor does, right? This is, if you can get through this, this is when you're going to have that activation, integration, and awakening happen. Okay? This is going to scare you a little bit. You're going to be like, oh shit, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know that I want to do this. I don't feel like dealing with this situation or whatever. But it would behoove you to do so, because if you do, it is going to answer any questions that you have, not just about this situation, but whatever happens as this activation gets going. Okay, there's going to be a profound change of some sort as you go through all of this, should you choose to, right? The fear may take you over, okay? I'm showing you what's possible. So this is getting past the fear. This is digging in. This is getting the answers while holding your boundaries, okay? So you kind of have to do it all. But the Emperor can. There's no way that in that star moment, in that star energy, there's no way the universe would have pushed you here if it didn't think you could handle it. So you can. If you retreat and you decide not to move ahead, what's fear? False evidence appearing real. You've been scared off by something that isn't real. So I hope you don't do that. And we're going to clarify with Tarot, because I think the outcome is good. Spirit, like I'm looking back at that, well, ahead, I guess, at the Knight of Cups card, right? This is something that if you get past all the shit that's going on now, right? If you get through all of that, then you're going to see, how that thought of committing to this feels, right? And oh my God, look at these cards. Okay, here we go. We got three major arcanas again. Look at this. Hangman, the Moon, and the Wheel of Fortune. Hangman is in this situation, because I'm looking at the Emperor card. This is you stepping back, right? As all this conflict and shit is going on, You digging in to find the answers is going to bring clarity to the situation, because there's something in here that you're not seeing, you're not getting, to allow you, right? Your integration, your leveling up. And the wheel of fortune right now is stuck. That wheel is stuck. What's the cog in the wheel? The cog in the wheel is the unknown. It's this thing that you have to find out. So you need to overcome your fear and get those answers. When you do, the cog in the wheel is going to fall out, and that wheel is going to start turning again. That's going to bring you into the Knight of Cups. Oh, this is really cool. And I'm going to go back to the star energy for a minute and say, this is talking about shining your light, and this is divinely orchestrated. This is something that it's, you're going to have to put on your big boy or your big girl pants and deal with this and work on it. And yeah, there's going to be stuff that's going to be a pain in the ass, Spirit, but coming out on the other side, you're going to look back and go, yeah, now the hard part is over. That's it. That's the kind of energy once you get to that Knight of Cups. Spirit, the hard part is over. The shit is done. I've laid the foundation, and man, yeah, this is feeling pretty good. That's what I'm getting for you. Spirit, so right now, I'm pulling advice cards. Yep, we're going to get you some advice in this whole thing. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. Holy shit. This is crazy. Check this out. Oh my God. Okay, I'll show you the cards and then we'll talk. The first card up is truth. I live my truth. Exactly what the tagline says. Second card, speak your truth. Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. What is that? What is that? That's being your peaceful warrior, right? And 2 truth cards right in a row. This is the underlying theme of everything that happens with this. Stand in your truth. Stand in your integrity. That's what's going to move you forward into a really good place. The last card that came up is perspective. Examine your situation from a higher perspective. When you get bogged down in the shit that's going on, the higher perspective is 2 things. It's the Emperor, okay? Emperor, if you're a CEO of a company, okay, you can't be down in the shipping area looking at what stock is there. No, you have a team in place to do that, right? You've got to be looking at it from a bird's eye view, from the higher perspective. That's what you do when you're at a higher level, when you level up, right? So remember that. Keep these things in perspective. You've got to look at it from a higher perspective, because not just because you're the Emperor, but this is how you activate whatever this is that gets you to that Knight of Cup commitment energy. Oh, this is powerful. So yeah, stand in your truth, speak your truth. Again, this fear card, I'm looking at it going, don't be afraid, right? If people get upset, if people don't like it or whatever, that's not for you to worry about. That's for them to manage. So, oh my goodness, I love this so much for you, Cancer. So good. So good. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Listen, love for you to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because it helps grow the channel. And yeah, my goal soon, 1,000 subscribers. What am I at now? Like 315 or something. So let's get it up there. Tell all your friends, tell all your enemies, tell your dog, tell your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? And commenting is like my favorite thing. Aside from growing the channel, I love interacting with people and seeing your comments. It's also showing me that people are getting some value out of what I have to say. So there you go. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. So until next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Cancer. Bye.